forgot to just bring my camera. But yeah, today has been a really cool day. I had 2 different parties, and also both with the same Anna, which is pretty cool, and then we also both have one tomorrow. So it's been a fun day. I've been in a lot of nature. The driving was weird because it kept redirecting me the wrong place to get here, but there's enough time, so it was fine. But yeah, it took a very scenic drive in the process. It's absolutely beautiful outside. There's a lot of clouds, and I'm definitely in a part of town that I'm not normally, which is very nice. It's fun being somewhere different. So I'm just going to wait to go to this party. It's actually going to start at 6:30, so I'm going to head on over really soon, but I'm like right across the street, and I decided to use the bathroom at CVS because that's the place that's close by. So I'm about to head in, but super excited. Just having a really great peaceful day. Like I feel so balanced, but at the same time, like, I don't know, like on another plane. Not really like a floaty crazy plane, just like things are pretty good, and I'm just excited for life, but also just kind of thriving. But I also, like, it's really hard to focus, which is weird. Like, I don't know, it's like I'm kind of just like a little out of it, but not in a bad or tired way, if that makes sense, just in a very like whimsical way. What is going on? Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye. Okay, as you can tell, it's raining, and it is raining hard, which meant I had a great sleep. Yeah, I'm feeling okay, but I'm just like kind of overwhelmed and anxious lately, and just feeling symptoms based off of having like stress and anxiety, which is something very new to me. Again, I suppress a lot of it, but when I panic or there's outside negativity or anything like that, it really does freak me out. Yeah, so long story short, not feeling all that mentally great, but physically I'm okay, which is good. So I get to drive on the 405 today for like a good while. Kind of scared because it's raining and people in LA are kind of losing their minds to begin with right now, so driving at rain is going to be a slight nightmare, but it'll be okay. I'll be fine. I'm just going to go on over, pick up a couple costumes for the weekend, come on back and work on self-tapes. I'm literally only going there and back, which is obsessive and something I wouldn't normally do. But yeah, also I'm really homesick, so that's not great either. I don't know, I just last night I kind of just was thinking, that was before it started raining and everything, I was just thinking about like how I've been through a lot, especially this past year, and obviously like I know, you know, being here is great and this is where I'm meant to be, this is perfect, but ultimately I'm also kind of just overwhelmed, and like I have to be so much in control of everything, and that goes for like how like what happens is all like like I have to take fault and blame for everything that happens. If I make anything happen or not, like it's all so tedious. And even though that's a beautiful, wonderful thing, when I manage it well and I'm healthy and I'm feeling great, then it's really good and it's amazing. And I like having a lifestyle where I can do that, but my lifestyle is very stressful and it is overwhelming, and I've been through just so much and there's so much going on, and it's just like one of those things of like, I don't know, it's like I went from kind of living my life through being used to like, oh, well, we're kind of basing everything around like the whole family, or basing everything around school or things like that, and it's not that anymore. Now it's, I'm basing everything on me and it's all about me, and so it's not literally all about me, it's just living a life where you're kind of so self-focused is very difficult, especially going from not having, like having less control to having all of the control is a lot. And like I said, mentally I've not been doing great lately. I feel like this whole year has been kind of a downer for everyone, but for me particularly it's been more just stressful, and I don't think I'm really managing things as the best I can. So I don't know, I consider going home for a bit. I don't know if I can. I don't know how that would work, and there's obviously the risk of missing out on opportunities if I do, but I think having a week or two to just kind of like process being calm and relaxing for real and all of that, like, because I don't really relax here. Yeah, I went to yoga last night though, which was very nice. That was relaxing, that was cool. It was actually the first time doing yoga where I literally I went through the movements, but I wasn't constantly stressing about like, oh, am I doing this right, or this shouldn't feel this way, or things like that. I just mentally, like, I lost track of where I was. It was really cool. So yeah, so I think I got that, so I think I'll do that more. But yeah, it's been a really funky time lately, and I just really want to be the best I can be. So that's the update. That's what's happened. I'm not even rubbing this camera today. I'm literally just ready to go. I got back. That's about it. Hi. So today is a wholesome quality. I should put this somewhere safe. It's Friday, and clearly I'm having cotton candy here, and I'm wearing a ballerina leotard. It's beautiful. I am actually totally here for this outfit in a sweater because I'm cold. But yeah, I do have a party later today. I'm the LOL surprise unicorn, which is pretty cool and random, so that'll be fun. I think I'm doing face painting for that, and it's at a beach club in Santa Monica, so we're very excited. Also, life is really weird, and I think everyone knows it's weird, which makes it even weirder. But yeah, plus it's rainy and gloomy non-stop, which is difficult to drive in and very overwhelming, so that's scary in itself. I've been going through some things. Plus, it's like really just weird when, you know, I think collectively nobody has experienced what's going on right now, and obviously with this whole virus thing, it's actually terrifying. Yeah, and it's like, it's one of those things that, like, it's hard enough to be like an adult when you're like kind of new to the whole idea of, you know, post-school adult life to begin with, but it's even scarier when you have to deal with like a borderline apocalyptic setting after so many years of A, no experience in this sort of scary world, and B, just a lot of experience in, you know, all of the Hunger Games and just different dystopian stories, like I'd say Hunger Games, also like Divergent and Fahrenheit 451, and like all these different stories that I have spent time with, and like now this is happening, so it's scary. Okay, like it is. That being said, I think my line of work is going to slow down dramatically. LA's been slowing down, the productions have been slowing down, and ultimately, even like for a lot of the auditions, it's all self-based, if even. A lot of things have been put on hold completely, so I'm not sure what to do. Try to stay calm. I'm trying to kind of reduce whatever anxiety and stress I feel as much as I can, and just keep it easy. Lavender chamomile tea has been my go-to lately. I have at least a cup a day, like, and I'm just trying to breathe more and just be okay. But it is scary. It is a lot to process, and I'm saying this wearing cotton candy hair. Kind of funny, I know, but long story short, last night I was just freaking out, and I'm like, look, this probably will get better, and before it gets better, it might get worse. And if that's the case, if these are slowing down, you know, it's like the rules have changed. Nothing fully matters when it comes down to, you know, stressing about day-to-day opportunities, or literally worrying about like, oh, like obviously I'm still like worried about rent and stuff like that, but I feel like the rules are different. Things have changed, and no one really knows what's happening or what's going to happen. Again, scary. But with that in mind, I've kind of been debating about going back home for a while, just towards the end of this month into early next month, and maybe it'll be a little longer, maybe it'll be a little shorter. I don't really know, but if life is going to be on hold, like, I feel like it's best. It's hard to say this, but it might be best for me to just go back. And the fearful side of me says that is fear speaking, and that's me being like, thinking that running from life is the answer, but the reality is I just want to spend time with my family. And when I was losing my mind completely in the whole Mean Drug situation, like, I remember the only thing that mattered, like everything else was pushed aside, and this was a good couple weeks before, so it was like none of this was going on quite yet. But I just remember it's like the only thing that mattered was that I want to be with my family, and it was just so hard realizing that I was on the other side of the country from them. And obviously I'm so thankful and happy and totally here for everybody who is a part of my life in LA, or like here in California in general. Like, it's just having this support system is so good, and I do love being here so much. And the fact that I have to leave is, I wasn't planning on going back until probably fall. to be real. I just didn't know how it was going to work out otherwise, and I hoped I'd go back sooner for a better reason than this, but this, I don't know, it's like I want to spend time with them, and I want to be able to at least not have to keep this building up stress, because right now it's all stress-based anxiety, and it does interfere with my health, and I have had symptoms, and it's not of like actual sickness, just like anxiety-based problems, and that's not fun. That really comes down to I've tried to kind of micromanage everything, and I don't know what's going on, and now that the entire world doesn't know what's going on, it's like I have the ability to go back, so why not, you know, like why not just take a minute to take a break? And I wouldn't take a full break. I'd still send in self-tapes, I'd be working on projects, I'd actually finally get farther with my books, like I'll still be productive and do great things, but I'll also be able to spend time with my family and just take a break and process everything that's been going on, because realistically I've been through so much in this past year, it's insane. Like even past several years, yeah, but like definitely this year in general, like so much good, bad, and indifferent has happened, and I think it would just be good to process that. So that is my cotton candy hair update. I know this is totally a look. I am very excited for this party, as did everybody else, because I'm like, ooh, we want them to be very oceany today. Also my purple ran out, which was sad because I really like that one. But yeah, that's my update. I'm gonna go to the beach club. I don't know if I'm bringing my camera. Probably should. Kind of not sure if I'm going to. I have a few things to pick up on the way back. Funny enough, I never do this because LA traffic is crazy, but all day long I've been checking to see how long it's going to take me to get to this said beach club. And it's a little bit past the pier, and I never realized I'm technically only about like 20 minutes normal drive to the pier, which is funny because it's always longer, dramatically longer. The party was fun and the sun came out, but also I had 2 parties cancel, and my doctor's appointment to check out my test results also got canceled on Monday. So this weekend parties are still on as far as I'm concerned right now, but like it's getting real and it's getting really scary, and everyone even in the party was like kind of intense. Obviously not the kids, the parents were. So great. So I'm even more confirmed to going home, but at the same time I'm really upset and sad and mad about it, because it's hard to think about going home when you're at a beach club in Santa Monica overlooking the beautiful ocean and trying to pretend like everything's fine because all these kids believe everything's fine, so you start believing it too, and then you realize you're not a kid. I'm really just a big kid at this point, and it's scary, okay? And it's really, I'm fine. I don't want to leave. I really don't want to leave. I love it here so much, and I know it's not permanent, but I don't know, man. I don't know, this is I didn't realize my content was going to get this dramatic this year, but here we are. I'm hiding from a kid who is in the car that just passed. Yeah. Car update, because I actually like my makeup, so I'm going to take advantage of it while it's still here. But truth is, I don't want to have to go back home, and it's not about being home, it's more about I have a really cool life here that I have literally spent so long trying to build up and have this happen and get comfortable and be okay and all of that. And even though, you know, being back with my family is a really good option, because at least I'll get to be with them and I'll have a break and like all that good stuff, like I know I can look at this in that sort of way and be completely okay with it. But I feel like I'm like giving up a part of me whenever I leave, and when I don't know, I think what's freaking me out is I did call back. I had a little FaceTime right after the party with my family, and I just realized that, yeah, truth be told, the idea of getting a one-way ticket back is not a good option for me. Like, emotionally, I can't handle that. I'm sorry if I'm like constantly freaking out on camera. That's like the nature of my life, honestly. But yeah, I know it's temporary, and I know I'll be bad and I'll be fine, and I should just look at this the way I normally would, which is with positivity and logic and magic. But I'm just like, just so frustrated because I feel like I'm being forced to put my life on hold. I'm being forced to go back, and even though I love being there, like I don't want this to be anything bad about that, I love being there, but I just really love my life here too, and I'm so happy here, and I'm doing it. I'm making things happen. Things have been turning around. Things have been so good. And the fact that I have to leave this makes me so sad. I'm sorry. I really didn't try to cry. Alright, I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. What if things don't get better? Then obviously going back will be good, because then I could be with my family, and that's part of the reason why I'm going, is if things don't go better, at least I'll be with them. And if all flights stop, at least I'll already be home, you know? But at the same time, like, I'm leaving home too. And the idea of leaving here after everything I've done to be here is so hard. I feel like I'm being robbed of my life again. And it's not even about being scared of being sick. Honestly, I'm not. I don't even think that's a problem. My problem is the fact that I'm scared of leaving LA, but I'm scared of staying too. It's like I'm literally being split between two places, which has always been a problem. This is nobody's surprise, but... And I thought I could be stronger. I thought I could handle this. But this is tough. But regardless, I have to make that choice. And I have to do something about it. And there's nothing anybody could say, literally nothing anybody else could say to determine what is the right option for me at this point. I have to be the one, and I have to live with the consequences. Either way, and it's good and it's bad, whether I stay or go. Like, I having to decide this. I had to do this before too, and it's like, the idea is I got back in a couple weeks, it'd just be a little break, everything would be fine. But what if, I don't know, that's the idea. It's fine, because I walked around Barnes & Noble for a half a second, because you know what, I felt the need, books calm me, and I found this one book, and I opened it, a random page, okay, the randomest page ever, and it said, don't let stress lead your life. I'm sorry, yeah, okay, well, I was good at that till I wasn't, and here we are. So, anyway, I'm going inside. I was supposed to pick up shampoo and conditioner and facial wash because my poor face just keeps breaking out every time there is more stress. And the truth is, the Ulta that I went to didn't have what I was looking for, and I did not want to go to the mall one because it's so much scarier. Also, I kind of miss traffic. I also kind of enjoyed not having any traffic. But yeah, Lincoln is completely empty, and if you know that road, it is the scariest ongoing busy road. It's the same, literally the exact same road that I got hit like a few months back, and that was terrifying. And yeah, this road's usually really busy, especially around 6 o'clock, and it was empty. Like, I actually had to think about, is there a speed limit to this road? That's bad, okay? It should not be like that. It isn't normally like that. That's why it shouldn't. It should normally be like that in ideal, but it's not, and I know it's not supposed to be like that. I don't know. I'm running inside because I can't just keep sitting and crying in my car, but, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna hopefully figure it all out. Because that's what you have to do. Darn, I'm trying to make a Frozen reference, but you gotta do the next right best thing, right? Sorry, didn't mean I'd cry on that one, but I did. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Wish me luck. I'm between parties, and it's been going really well, but it's funny because I had to stop off at Starbucks to use the bathroom and pick up more water. And then I went on over. I'm still like short breath and very anxious, so just chill with me, okay? I'm mostly just like stressed and feeling it in my throat. I'm not really sure what it is, but I'm trying not to think much about it. But yeah, so I went on over, and like I feel fine and healthy. It's whatever. This morning has been like a bit tough because I couldn't sleep much, and then I was getting those hot and cold flashes again, and it was not fun. So we stressed up here. Anyway, it was funny though because at Starbucks I was like, oh my gosh, wait, you're a party performer? That's so cool. I want to get into that. So it's like, yeah, it's pretty cool. So that was pretty cool. And then I stop off at a Shell to get gas, and the lady right in front of me is like, Elsa, I haven't seen you in a while. What party was it? Not really intentionally. Say hi down for me. And it's just like this happiness, enthusiasm on a rainy, gloomy, scary day is honestly everything. It makes me feel so good. So I'm gonna head on over to my next party. It's kind of far. I'll take an hour to get there. But I have water, I have tea, I have Gatorade, I have snacks. I'm going to be okay. I'm fine. I'm just trying to keep it easy because today's my last like crazy busy day. Tomorrow I'll have the JoJo party, and I think I'm just going to literally get a ticket and go back home for a while. So Monday I still plan on going to class and probably dropping off costumes and everything, which I don't want to have to do, but gotta do what you gotta do. And I got an email back being like, yep, now's a good time to do that. I'm like, that wasn't the answer I wanted to hear, but it's good to at least know that there is this time, and I do believe things are going to be fine and okay. It'll change some things, but I think ultimately it's okay and things are okay. That's me being optimistic again. Anyway, I'm gonna go, but yeah. Update. So, I'm a sparkly queen. Today I had a JoJo party, which I will admit I was actually scared of because JoJo just has this energy that I haven't been feeling the last, week or so, because of how crazy everything has been. But one thing that's true is hanging out with a bunch of kids is the most beautiful way to feel good about life, because they don't really have any sense of all of the crazy and scariness right now, which is amazing. So I'm just like, this is fun. Anyway, so yeah, it's a JoJo party. It's not about all the sparkle, which is so much fun. Also, I got my hair in this morning. No, my hair's not actually this long. Yes, they're extensions, but it's a ponytail extension, and I give mad props and appreciation to both JoJo and Ariana Grande for their pony, because this is kind of heavy and hard to keep looking like my actual hair. But it's been so much fun, and the funny thing is I went in thinking, okay, I'm going to be like JoJo's helper, like her bestie, or someone who like works closely with her. That was my plan. And then, like, I actually have met her before and worked with her, so it was cool to be able to, like, have that background knowledge. I did tell Mom that. So it was super cool. But instantly, the birthday girl and most of the girls there were like, oh, it's actually JoJo. Like, they were convinced I was actually JoJo. So I'm JoJo Siwa. And I just went along with it, There was a couple of people who weren't completely convinced, but for the most part, they believed it. So I was like, all right. Cool, I never said one way or another. So it was just really cool. I let them believe what they wanted to believe, and I went with it. And the energy was there, and we danced. We did this fun dance circle where we all came up with different moves and performed each other's dance moves. Super fun. And then we were also like having a lot of fun with face painting, and then I got extended additional half hour, so I also did some balloons and just hanging out, having fun, talking about dreams and life and all that good stuff. And it was just really, 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 wow, that was kind of scary. Anyway, it was super, super cool, super fun, and I was hype, okay? And also, like, the music was going, I was just having a really good time. So, yeah, and everybody wanted pink butterflies. If you guys know, that's my thing lately. So I was very excited. I was telling all these cool stories that, I like incorporating so much of my own life within the character's life. So no matter who I am, I find a way to bring these stories in, and it's just been super cool. So, love that. That being said, I am in Glendale, which is kind of far from me, but not really. There's like next to no traffic. I can merge without being afraid these days. Just saying, that's kind of a big deal. Merging is not my friend usually, and I am like I just look and there's nobody in the lane. It's been great. So I'm going to actually take this massive cheerleader, happy, lucky vibe, and take all these really good signs. I've been having a lot of good signs lately, and figure out what I'm doing. Because, you see, I feel like right now I'm having a good day. I felt good all day. Like, even when I woke up, I had good sleep. Like, we're bouncing really strong today, and I'm just like, the sun's peeking through. I'm very optimistic. Everything's been good. Yeah, but I know it's like, it hasn't been like that the last several days, and I'm still trying to decide if I want to go home or not. And the thing is yeah, everybody's just chilling back home, enjoying, like, spending time inside with each other, and I miss my family so much, and I want to spend time with them. But it's like, things feel normal today, so it's really hard to just remember it's not, and realize that if I set that flight, that I could spend time with them. And it's also really, really hard because, yeah, I'd be leaving my roommates, and I don't really necessarily want to leave them, especially because there's like 3 of us, and if like somebody else decides to leave,
then there's only one person left, and then they're going to be all alone, and I feel bad about things a lot. So I'm like, no matter what, feelings are going to be hurt, no matter what, things are going to be difficult, and ultimately I have to decide what's best. And there's so much to consider, and it's really, really terrifying, especially when life seems fine. I'm doing what I usually do. Somehow this is normal. So I'm just like, not sure what I'm supposed to do right now, and it's very, very confusing because I want to be able to stay, but I also know my opportunities are about to completely diminish here for the time being. They're put on pause, of course. They'll be back, but right now it's just like everything's shutting down, and I don't know how many parties are going to keep happening. Honestly, I'm not really sure why people are still having these parties. Like, I understand kids' birthdays, but also the amount of people at these parties. I'm like, social gathering, that's not a thing right now. So anyway, yeah, so I am going to head on back. I actually wanted to take care of a couple things. Oh, by the way, my shoes, this would not be very hard to do in the store. Don't judge me. They're sparkly. Wow, I could bend. Okay, anyway, yeah, so I am hype. I am here for this, and I just really love this hair, guys. I never thought, like, look at it. I've always really loved the idea of extensions. So these are wholesome. They're also lighter than my real hair, but it doesn't matter because when it's up in a pony, you can't tell. So yeah, that being said, I'm going to head on over. I do think I have a couple things I want to do today before I head on back completely, since there are some things close by I was thinking about going, but then I'm going to probably call home and figure out what I'm going to do, because I don't know, okay? That's just that. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I want to do. Honestly, if I could be in 2 places at once all the time, I think I would. I need a clone, okay? Like, the end of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, the most recent season, I'm wording right. But yeah, how there's like eventually 2 of her, and then she could be 2 places at once. Honestly, jealous. Goals. That made my life so much easier, as long as I could still like experience both at the same time. You know, does that make sense? I don't know, man. Life is weird. I keep blinding myself with my jacket, even though it's so sparkly. I feel like Hannah Montana. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So we're going to carry on with the day, but that is my update. That's really fun. I think I'll edit more later as well. But I'm just here for this good energy and beautiful sunlight and just having a really good time. I'm having fun. This is great. Like, probably should leave for the sense of sanity, but at the same time, I'm feeling like really good and optimistic and happy with life. So what do? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to figure it out really soon. Okay, that's my song of the day. I'm gonna go, and bye.